We begin with senior national correspondent John Roberts and Donald Trump. We took a look at those latest numbers, John, and there is some movement that needs to happen here from Donald Trump.
There's a lot of movement, Heather and Abby, that needs to happen here for Donald Trump. One bright spot is in that Fox News poll. He leads Hillary Clinton among independents by 7 points. The last time we did the survey in the middle of October, they were actually even. But if you take a look at his fortunes here in the Silver State, Nevada, New Monmouth poll has got him down 7 points, and at one point he was up here. The only battleground state in which he leads is the state of Ohio, and his lead there in the Real Clear Politics average is less than 1 point. So there's no two ways about it. Donald Trump needs to have not just a big night tonight, he needs to have a huge night. He needs to get away from the scandals that have dogged his campaign for the last couple of weeks. He needs to keep it on policy. One of the things he'll be talking about is his plans for ethics reform in Washington, what he calls drain the swamp. And at the same time on the campaign trail, he's been suggesting that the entire political system is rigged against him and that to some degree the voting is rigged on Election Day. Listen to what Trump said yesterday at a campaign event in Colorado.
They even want to try and rig the election at the polling booths, where so many cities are corrupt and voter fraud is all too common. And then they say, oh, there's no voter fraud in our country. If nothing else, people are going to be watching on November 8th. Watch Philadelphia. Watch St. Louis. Watch Chicago.
Studies from the Pew Center and an investigation by the Washington Post have found that there is voter fraud that exists in the country. It's on a very small scale, but the Washington Post says in a very close race, it could make the difference. So if you've got some precincts that are very close, there's a potential there for voter fraud really to change things around. One thing that Donald Trump needs to do tonight, he needs to highlight the difference between him as an advocate of change and, as he says, Hillary Clinton as an advocate of the status quo. And one of the ways that he demonstrated that yesterday was he said, take a look at what we've been doing individually for the last couple of days. I've been at rallies in Wisconsin and Colorado Springs and Grand Junction, Colorado. And where has Hillary Clinton been? Here's Trump again.
She's home sleeping and I'm working, so that's the way. It's the way it's going to be in the White House, too. She'd be sleeping, I'd be working.
So Donald Trump's going to have a couple of special guests tonight. Pat Smith, the mother of Sean Smith, one of the Benghazi victims, will be in the crowd, as will Malik Obama. Yes, you heard that right, Obama, the half-brother of the president. He's been a registered Democrat for most of his life, but he is going to be voting for Donald Trump. And our own Chris Wallace from Fox News Sunday will be moderating the debate tonight. Point of pride for us here at Fox News, because never has a Fox News anchor been asked to moderate a presidential debate. Among the topics that Chris will throw at the candidates tonight: debt and entitlements, the economy, Supreme Court, foreign hotspots, and the fitness to be president, which as we enter here now, I think, 20 days to go? I lost count. That's going to be a big issue in these closing days of the campaign as the candidates make their closing arguments.
Yeah, it will also be interesting to see if Bill Clinton heads to the stage at the beginning and shakes Melania's hand.
A lot to watch for
there.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm guessing not, too. I'm on your side, John. John, good to see you.
Thanks, John.